We're in one of the masterpieces of the seventh art, Wings of Desire. This is not just a film, but a poetic feast and a narrative that contains all the aestheticized elements of cinema. Wim Wenders' 1987 film Wings of Desire, which won the Best Director award at Cannes, presents a profound aesthetic, philosophical and existential narrative in cinema. In the cold and divided atmosphere of the Berlin Wall, the film tells the story of angels trying to discover what it means to be human. The film focuses on human beings and the emotions that human beings experience, such as pain, desire, disappointment, love and happiness, are all together. Although angels have infinite knowledge, they lack the sensory experiences and emotions typical of humans. In a sense, this emphasizes what a unique experience it is to be human. Angel Daniel's greatest motivation for choosing to become human is his desire to experience the sensory aspect of the material world. He is drawn to the allure of drinking coffee, touching someone's skin, feeling pain or pleasure, experiences that are uniquely human. We understand this feeling of Daniel better when he says in one scene, "All this observation, dreaming and loneliness. But I want to be human. I want to taste and feel life, pain, happiness, everything. Throughout the film, angels are presented as figures questioning the meaning of existence. The mortality and short lives of humans seem deeper and more meaningful than the eternal existence of angels. Daniel's choice to become human underlines his preference for a limited and fragile life rather than an eternal existence. The film is shot in black and white from the perspective of angels and in color in the world of humans. With this metaphorical expression, Master Director Wim Wenders symbolizes the sensory deficiency of the angels and the vitality of the human world. Color is not only a visual tool, but also an emotional and existential transition. In the scenes where Daniel decides to become human, the world takes on vivid colors, a symbol of his opening the doors to a new life. Wenders also perfectly conveys the role of the angels as spectators and observers through the camera movements. The angels move as if floating in the air, suggesting that they are not physically interacting with the world but observing everything. The camera, like a spirit, silently enters and exits human lives. While Daniel feels an attraction to the world and people, Cassiel is a more distant angel. The scenes where Cassiel can only observe and not intervene, especially the scene where he witnesses a man commit suicide, show how helpless he is. In this scene, the angels see everything but cannot change anything. This reflects the tragedy of both the angel and the human being. One can only watch, the other suffers. Marion, the trapeze artist with whom Daniel falls in love, stands at the center of Daniel's desire to be human. Her artistic spirit, her loneliness and her searches feed the desire Daniel feels. Marion is also someone who struggles with the difficulties of being human, but at the same time makes meaning out of these difficulties. The Berlin Wall, one of the layers of the film's metaphorical structure, symbolizes not only a physical division, but also the internal division of the human being. The fragmentation of human experience, miscommunication and loneliness. While angels can pass through both sides of the wall, humans are restricted by it. Berlin is presented in the movie as a character rather than a city that bears the traces of war and is full of the experiences of the past. Angels are presented as witnesses to the history of humanity. Peter Falk's character, played by Peter Falk as himself, appears in the film as someone who was once an angel and chose to become human, which strengthens the film's connection between history and existence. Falk's character also shows Daniel how precious human experiences and emotions are. Daniel's desire to be human is one of the most important symbols of the movie. This desire is not only an emotional or romantic desire. It is also a desire to discover the meaning of experiences, pains, pleasures, and the limitations of time. It is striking in this sense that angels are timeless beings, while humans are subject to time. The message Wim Wenders wants to convey through Daniel's choice is actually clear. The limitations of time make life more meaningful. The film often explores the human experience through the characters' inner monologues. These monologues add a deep poetry to the film by revealing the unexpressed thoughts and feelings of the characters. These thoughts, especially those heard by the angels while observing humans, make us feel the complexity and universality of individual human lives at the same time. Wings of Desire can be read as a meditation on the grandeur and depth of ordinary life. While acknowledging the difficulties of being human, the film also shows how meaningful life is through these difficulties. With its cinematography, characters, and poetic narrative, Wim Wenders' film makes us feel the complexity, fragility, and yet fascination of human existence.